Welcome back to Betsy Hackle Beauty, and today we're going to go through the Tarte Maneater After Dark palette. Now this is a new palette by Tarte. It just launched. It is at Ulta and it's for a whopping $52, but let me tell you, I impulse bought this and I normally do not buy any eyeshadow palettes from Tarte. It's just I don't usually gravitate towards them. But first off, this packaging is absolutely stunning. It is like a nice hard plastic. It feels really good, but it's also slender, so if you were to travel with it, like this would not be something super bulky that would take up too much space. The other thing that sold me on this palette, even with the expensive price point, is the amount of colors you have in here and also the pan sizes of each of the eyeshadows. Like they are a good size. It's like it's bigger than my thumbnail, and like I'm gonna swatch these for you all, and I did this whole eyeshadow look. These foil shimmer shades are just chef's kiss. Oh my goodness, they were so buttery smooth. Now the mattes did swipe like a little less pigmented, but I was able to create this eye look. I really had no trouble with it. There was no fallout, really, like very, very minimal. I was easily able to brush it away. This palette is just so good. I am so happy that I picked this up. So I'm going to go through some swatches. We're going to do a whole eye tutorial, and y'all, I'm telling you, it's worth it. So here is the palette up close. You open it up, it has this nice overlay on it in these colors. First impression, I was shook. Just look at the shine and the light. So absolutely beautiful. So I swatched the first few rows, and as you can see, like some of the light matte shades are like really light, but those shimmer shades, oh my goodness, they are just so freaking good. I'm going to swatch one of them in real time for you. Just look how easily this goes on. Like, I'm not kidding. It was so good. Here are the swatches of the second half of the palette. So like I said, shimmer shades, knocking it out of the park. The matte shades, like I really love that one row. It's the first 4 colors, but some of the matte shades just like really were not giving what I thought they were going to give. However, when I did apply them on the eye during the tutorial, it worked out great. But I just wanted to be able to show you all like what these swatches in real time, you know, just trying to do one swipe-ish looked like. So now we're going to do an eyeshadow tutorial, and I'm kind of feeling more of like the orange, browns, and golds today. I always like to start off by priming my eyes with the P. Louise base. This is a really nice creamy base that's full coverage because I have a lot of discoloration on my eyelids. So it really just gives me that nice starting point for my eyeshadow. Taking more of a compact brush, I'm actually going to start out with shade Alluring right here. It's this nice rich mahogany like brown. I'm looking in a mirror that's like right here. So as you can see, we're going to start in our outer corner. Just start packing this brown color in and following the natural crease of my eyelid. And I'm using the Sephora Pro Shadow 18 brush. I'm starting to bring this in, and we are just tapping it in place. Now I'm going to still take more of a compact brush. This is not a fluffy blending brush. This is a ColourPop E27. And I'm going into shade Mischievous, this nice burnt orange. I'm going to take it and kind of just go right on top of this brown shade. I'm just doing small circular motions to blend that in. So far I'm actually impressed with how this is blending. I have not bought a Tarte palette in a very long time. Really couldn't tell you the last one that I had, and so I was kind of hesitant on if I like really needed this or not, but that's looking pretty dang good. Then I'm gonna mix shade Lust and Enamored right here. These two like lighter shades on a very fluffy brush. Again, tap off excess and really just soften out that top line right there. Blend all the way up to the eyebrow, and we can always darken this again later. Now look how much more diffused that side looks versus this side just from taking those light shades. Now I'm taking the NYX Glitter Glue. This is like my ride or die. I'm going to put this all over my eyelid on both sides before I put down that shimmer shade. This is just going to help with longevity, making it pop. So I'm going to start out with shade Wild at Heart. It's this gorgeous gold tone. I don't know if you can see it right there. And I'm just gonna place it on the inner part of my eyelids. Look at that pigment, y'all. It is truly wild. Then I'm gonna go into shade Hot in here, using the other side of the brush. We're just gonna kind of mix these two together just a bit. And then add in just a flavor of sensual. So now you can see we have that nice ombre tone going right there. Then to brighten my inner corner, I'm going to go in with shade Playful. I'm just going to kind of put that up here. Just a teensy bit right under the brow as well. And again, we've had very minimal fallout here. I did a little bit of the liquid eyeliner, but I'm going to take this black shade called Animal Instinct just on like a pointed brush. And all I'm going to do is kind of just go over the top of this just a little bit to soften it up. All right, so for my bottom lash line, I'm going to take just what's left over of my brush that I did my eyeshadow base on. I'm just running that along my lash line. Then I really want to take this green color Fantasy and run that as like my eyeliner. Just gonna start placing that all along my lash line. So this is a little lighter than if I were to use like a true eyeliner. But it adds some nice dimension in my opinion. And it's not like super harsh black, it's a little lighter area because it's a green. So I add on some lashes, some lip gloss, the whole shebang, and this is the final look using the Tarte Maneater palette, and I personally do think this is so worth it. The shimmer, foil, whatever you want to call it, formula is some of the best that I've tried in a really long time. As you can see when I was swatching it, it just glided on effortlessly. I will say with the matte shades, I was a little hesitant to use them just because when I was swatching them, it felt like they were like a little less pigmented, a little harder to like truly get that nice swipe and blend. But as you can see, like when I actually ended up putting on the eyes, it worked out beautifully. So yes, while it is a steeper price point, I will say the amount of shadows you get, the formula, the color story, just everything about it, the packaging, I absolutely think this is worth it. And like I said, I don't normally buy Tarte palettes, but this one just was calling me in Ulta and I just had to spur of the moment buy it, and I'm so happy I did. I cannot wait to use these burgundy shades. I'll do a bunch of like smaller little shorts tutorials using a bunch of these colors all throughout the fall, so make sure to look out for those. But like, I just think it's so pretty. I think it worked so good, and I'm really pleased that I picked this up. So if you pick this up, I really hope that it works for you and is just as great of a purchase. So please don't forget to like and subscribe. I am definitely getting back to regularly uploading on my YouTube channel. I know I took a hot second from it, but we are back in action, and I'm planning to do a bunch of like shorts tutorials of different colors and combinations. So if there's anything that you want to see me do, definitely comment it below and I'd be happy to film a tutorial for you. So thanks for watching.